Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this live stream Gateway Oracle reading on International Day of Peace. How exciting. Grateful to be here with you, whether you join live or you come in on the replay, no matter where you're tuning in from. It's always an honor to be here with you in heart and spirit and to be able to share the messages that are coming through for us as individuals and the collective. So, of course, I just want to start by wishing you a very happy International Day of Peace. What a beautiful day. What an awesome opportunity for us to really investigate how we're living our lives and how we are helping to co-create a world of peace. So I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are in space and time, and that you're feeling the love that is all around us. And if you're not, then I just invite you to drop in and tune in a little more. So we're going to drop in right now. We're going to do a little centering, and then we'll pull a couple cards and see what Spirit has for us today. So I'm going to invite you to go ahead and just close your eyes and let your awareness drift inside. And maybe for a moment, just kind of take inventory. How are you right now? How is your body feeling? How is your mind feeling? And how is your heart? Your precious and divine heart. How is your heart? And as you begin settling in, just gently allow your breath to become a little deeper, a little slower. Inviting each inhale and exhale to be just a little longer than the way you normally breathe. Dropping into the heart, dropping into this moment. And as you breathe into the heart, I invite you to begin breathing up and down your central channel. So you'll breathe into the heart, and as you breathe out, just breathing that good, nourishing energy from the heart down through the feet and into the earth, and up through the neck and the crown of the head and into the cosmos. Just breathing into the heart and connecting yourself to all that is. Feeling yourself becoming more expansive, more present. And in this expanded space, we call on our angels, wise ones, and wisdom keepers of time. We call on all those who guide us and guard us each day. We call on our spirit guides, our animal guides, ancestors of light, and all those who love us and want the very best for us and the good of the whole. We call on you and we invite you into this space, asking that you join with us here in heart and in energy to help bring forth that which is best for all of us to hear. Whatever is the most important for our ears and our heart to come through today, so that we may continue to evolve and elevate our vibration into the greatest that we can possibly be at this time in our lives. We thank you for your presence. We know that you are always with us. So it is. So shall it be. Aho. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull a couple cards. It's kind of funny. I have this lamp behind me over here on the other side of my computer. And when I went to turn the lamp on before this, because it helps with lighting, it was just flickering, like uncontrollably flickering. And I was like, okay, I get the message. I get that you're here. I know you're here. Can I have a working lamp now? And it immediately started working for me, which I thought was really great, because it's always a nice little message that yes, our guides are with us. Yes, spirit is with us. And then right now, when we began this little centering, when I guided to drop into the heart, it has started flickering again. And it's just so perfect for already what I was feeling with this message that, on this International Day of Peace, and not just today, but on every day throughout life, there's this deeper call of how can we connect more deeply to our hearts? How can we attune to our heart, the divine love, the divine being that is us in our hearts? How can we tune into that? Let me grab one more card and then I'll finish that little message. Just as we're waiting for this last card to come out, just go ahead and tune back into your heart, feeling into the heart, feeling the gentle beating of your heart, present in this moment with your heart. So many different walks of life, whether it's faiths, science now, spirituality, religion, whatever, so many at the very core of all these teachings comes back to the heart, the very center of it. The heart is the place in which our soul resides. The heart is the place where all creation with the universe manifests. It's the place, it's the vibration of our truest and deepest self. Our heart has the power to change our entire existence and our entire life. This morning I had the honor of, this morning for me, I had the honor of being on a live stream with the One Field to pulse the planet with love for International Day of Peace, to pulse the planet with peace. And thank you. Thank you. You're so sweet. Sally, I appreciate that in the chat. And it was really just a reminder to everyone, the power of our heart. We have such immense power right here in our bodies. This is a powerhouse within us, and it's often overlooked. We're not taught as kids to go inward, to go into our heart, and we're not taught to listen to our heart. And the message today is just a really deep reminder that our hearts hold all the information that we could possibly need. All the guidance, all that we're looking for is in our hearts. And all we have to do is tune in to that sacred space within us to really hear what it is we need to hear. And the first card that came out is just a reminder of trusting your intuition. And our intuition really originates within our heart. I know that you hear it often, we hear our intuition in our mind, but it really comes from the space of our heart. And when we can more deeply connect with our heart, we can more deeply connect with our intuition, and we can more deeply trust our intuition. I remember a time where I was struggling to decide a decision I needed to make. I was back in school, and should I stay in a class or should I leave this particular class I was in? And I was really having a hard time distinguishing between what my intuition was and what was just fear, or what was driving the thoughts in my mind. What was the right decision for me to make? And the only way I got to the center of that and was able to really hear what I needed to do was to go into my heart, because my heart wasn't going to lie to me. And it's not always immediate, right? Because sometimes our heart is crowded in all the gunk of life that we've kind of piled on top of that we have to get through. And so we have to sit with it for a while. And then the truth comes out. And when the truth comes out, we can't help but deny. We cannot deny it. We know that that's the truth. We can't help but trust exactly what we're hearing. Like there's no way we're going to go against it because it came out so loud, because it came from our heart. And it's a different feeling than the ego thoughts of the mind. It's a different feeling than the fear-based thoughts of the mind. And you know it when you hear it. It's those moments in your life when you hear that little whisper, do this, go left instead of right, or, take that job or don't take the job, or leave the thing or go there, where you hear it and you don't listen. And later you're going, I knew I needed to do that. Why didn't I just do it? I knew it. I knew I needed to. And that was the heart telling you. That was the intuition, the deep inner self telling you what you knew already. And it was often the fear-based analytical mind that contradicted it and said, oh no, you need to do this or pay your bills or, whatever it is that's like, you got to take care of this stuff. That's the analytical mind. And the heart just comes through with the forceful truth of whatever is. And then when you listen and you do what the heart says, you will never be let down. And sometimes things don't look the way you want them to. I'm standing in a life right now that I would never have expected even just a couple years ago. I mean, maybe expected, but didn't really ever see that I was going to do, because I made the choice to listen to my heart more than anything else, more than the thoughts of others, the opinions of others, the words of others, but listening to my heart. So trust your intuition. It will never lie to you. It will always be honest, but it has to be the intuition of your heart. we can convince ourselves that things are intuition of our mind, and it's not. That goes back to that whole, I knew I needed to make that decision. The after, the hindsight's 2020. Okay, so our next card is to simplify your life. What are you doing? What are we doing as a society that's over-cluttering our existence of life? What are we doing that's taking up more space than we need to? Do we have more things than we could possibly need or carry with us? And when we leave this earth, we're not taking any of it with us. But this message of simplifying your life is in so many deeper ways. It's not just about belongings or possessions. It's about tasks and what your responsibilities and things that you're taking on. And maybe you're saying yes to more things than you need to. Maybe you are saying no to things that will simplify your life because you feel like you have to do other things. So this is a question, this is a deep introspective opportunity to trust your intuition as to what is it that you're doing that's actually creating more chaos or more noise in your life that you don't need. What can you do in order to simplify your life? What can you do in order to let go of some of the extra fluff that's not actually helping you or serving you, and maybe is just there and making you feel like you're being effective or feel like you're being successful or feel like you're doing what you need to be doing, but it's really just extra fluff that you're giving too much energy to, that when you can let go of it, when you can simplify it based upon what your intuition is telling you, then you're going to more easily come into the space where you fully and truly cherish yourself, because you not only have stood your bounds, you not only stood for what you know you need to be doing, but you're going to come more deeply into what it is that you even want to do. You're going to see more clearly the path that you're meant to take. When we let go of things that are just taking away our energy, but we don't necessarily need to be doing them, the extra fluff, the extra stuff that doesn't help us, we can't take it with us when we die. Why are we holding on to it so much? When we can let go of that, we really make space, we make room for all that we are calling towards us to come in. We make room for the unknown to appear in our lives. Right? But when we clutter it, when we clutter our lives with a bunch of stuff, when we clutter our hearts with a bunch of noise of the past or fears of what happened or could happen in the future, then we block ourselves from our intuition and we block ourselves from what we truly need to be doing. So what can we let go of? What can we release as individuals and as a society? What can we release in order to create more space for the unknown to arise in our lives and for more love to come through? Because this card here, the cherishing of the self, I accept and love myself. Oh, it's so important. I am on an everyday mission to love myself more. I mean, it's not always easy, right? There are days when I wake up and I have some limiting belief and I've got to go to battle with it. And I'm staring at it right in my face and, okay, I don't want to think that anymore. I don't want to believe that anymore. But when I can really, truly let go of that, it's an act of self-love. It's an act of cherishing myself for who I am. And the more that I can do that, the more that I can cherish my life, cherish everything that I've been through, the good, the bad, the ugly, the exciting, the more that I can cherish that, the more love I have for myself in this moment. And the more that I hear my intuition, the more I stop over cluttering and the more I can simplify my life, because I can easily see what's not serving me anymore. because I know and I trust and I love myself. So I'm making that space. But it's an everyday mission. It's an everyday endeavor, right? And we have to be willing to show up for ourselves first, because when we show up for ourselves, we show up for the world, right? When you cherish and love yourself deeper and deeper every day, you make room to cherish and love those around you even more. And then we have one closing card. This is looking deeper. It's almost like what we've been talking about here is surface level. Of course, you have to get through all that, all the clutter. We have to release that. We got to get through it to get into the intuition, to get into the heart, to really see what we need to let go of, to make the space and make the room. But this card is saying, can you, now that you've done that, you've made space, you've made room, you've let go of some things, you're cherishing yourself, you're loving yourself more and more each day, can you look deeper? Can you go deeper? There's something hidden that needs to come to light. There's something maybe you're hiding from yourself, or maybe you're hiding it from someone else, and it really needs to come out in order for your healing to be able to continue. It has to be processed. It has to be liberated. There's some insight, some knowing, some intuition, some belief, something that's so much deeper than surface level, so much deeper than when you're with the pickaxe and you get through that first layer of ice and you can, get to the second. It's so much deeper than just that. You have to keep on going inward, deeper and deeper and deeper until you get to the very center, the very core, where that understanding and that knowing of your truest and highest self resides. And this is just for you. This is for you. And it's something that you need to bring to the surface in order to liberate yourself, maybe from suffering or from some pain you've been carrying, maybe to allow yourself to really heal in a way you've been wanting to heal, or to manifest something that you've been wanting to manifest but hasn't quite arrived. There's something that has to come to the surface. Are you brave enough? Are you willing enough to look deeper and find it? I believe you are. I believe we all are. It's just a choice at the end of the day. So really, what choice are you going to make? Let me just feel like Spirit's just throwing stuff at me and the light keeps flickering. It's so great. I'm really enjoying it. Let me just see if there's anything else. I say this often and it comes through often, and that's just keep taking care of yourself. I said just a moment ago, when you show up for yourself first, you show up for the world. When you take care of yourself, you can take care of those around you. If you're a parent, your children need you to show up for you. If you're a partner, you have a partner, your partner needs you to show up for you first. If you're a teacher or whatever you work in, whatever job you hold, you have to show up for you first. And you deserve it. You deserve it. You're worthy of it. And it's time for you to do that, right? The more you show up for you, the more you get to know you, the more you show yourself love, and the more your intuition comes to the surface. And the more you can hear what you need to hear, let go of what you need to let go of, and dive deeper and really, really excavate and pull out whatever it is that's been buried so that you can liberate yourself and live the life that you truly deserve to live. Okay. I believe that's all. I love you all. Happy International Day of Peace. I hope that you have a magical, beautiful, mystical day, and that it's all you could have dreamed of. And for those of you that like my yoga nidras, I'm going to be posting one of those later. I'm very excited about it. My son has been helping me with some stuff, so that's been exciting. He's a very wise 14-year-old kid that is really good at audio editing. So I'm very grateful for him. But anyway, that should be coming out later today, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, my time. So whatever that is, wherever you are. I hope you enjoy it. I love you all. And yes, hope to be in touch soon. So we'll talk soon. Okay, till next time.